Hey people, Gadi Adelman here. This is a video that I had hoped and prayed that I would never have to make. Since I returned to the United States from Israel in 1981, I've been speaking out, lecturing, teaching, and writing on Islamic terrorism and anti-Semitism. I have taught and trained both local and federal law enforcement. I have taught and trained the military. I have spoken and lectured at both churches and synagogues alike. This is not a Second Amendment argument or a political statement. Over the past several years, I've been telling people, pretty much anyone that would listen, that it's the 1930s all over again as we see anti-Semitism rise across the world. Enough, people. Enough living with your head in the sand, enough living with rose-colored glasses on, pretending that it doesn't exist or that it will not affect you. That is beyond stupid. It is Jewicide. This message is to all my fellow Jews out there. I don't care if you're a Hasidic Jew, where people only need to look at you and see that you are a Jew by the way you dress, or if you're a Reform Jew who lives in New York City, or you live in the state of Wyoming, where the entire Jewish population barely totals 1,100 people. If you think that this will never affect you, you are wrong. You are not only wrong, you're gambling on it with your safety, your life, and your family's life. Right now throughout the world, anti-Semitism is at its highest point since the Holocaust. Let me repeat that. Right now, throughout the world, anti-Semitism is at its highest since the Holocaust. The words "never again" better have meaning to you. Just last night, someone asked me if I was afraid. Afraid because of where I live, afraid because I have an Israeli flag flying proudly underneath my American flag in my front yard. I am not afraid. I am not afraid because I am armed, I am trained, and I know how to protect myself and my family. But I am afraid for all my fellow Jews living without protection and without knowing how to protect themselves throughout the United States and the world. Again, this is my message to all my fellow Jews, and you had better listen. If you think that a telephone is going to protect you and your family, you are wrong. The average response time in the United States by any given police department is 10 minutes. The machete attack that took place in a rabbi's home in Muncie, New York last night, yes, I said his home. I know you're seeing in the news that it was a synagogue. It was inside his home. That attack lasted what? A few minutes? Not even a few minutes. Try a few seconds. If you do not own a weapon, you cannot protect yourself. I don't care what your views are on guns. Once again, I will say, this is not a Second Amendment or a political statement. This is a common sense reality statement on your need to protect yourself, your family, and your home. The Jews throughout Europe during World War II said, "This will blow over. Don't make problems. Don't make any waves. This won't happen to us." And then they were marched, unarmed, unable to protect themselves, to gas chambers and their deaths. If you think that I'm exaggerating the situation, you're just plain stupid. I could give you all the old sayings about how history repeats itself, but that's irrelevant. Look at the numbers. Look at what is going on throughout the world, the United States, and even in your own backyard. Here's what I'm offering you at no charge. Because I care about my fellow Jews and my fellow man. If you're ready to learn how to protect yourself, if you're ready to arm yourself, and you don't know how to go about it or where to begin, contact me privately, either through Facebook Messenger, Twitter direct message, or through my website via email. Let me know you're ready to learn how to protect yourself and family. Tell me what town you live in, and I will provide you with the name and phone number of the closest and best location for you to buy a weapon and receive that training. I will do the legwork for you at no charge. Don't be stupid any longer. Don't believe this cannot or will not happen to you. Let me repeat myself. The two words "never again" are more than just words. And I'll add 3 more words. Enough is enough. I pray to God that I will never have to use any of my weapons or training in any situation. And I pray the same for you. But I will not be a victim. Are you willing to be a victim? Or are you ready to say, "Never again"? Enough is enough.